If you scroll through YouTube, there are so many videos on tips and tricks to stop procrastination. For me, these only work for a couple of hours, couple of days, and then I'm back to square one, procrastinating again. I think that's because these tips and tricks are like band-aids over an infected wound. We have to get to the root of the problem and treat the infection as opposed to just slapping a band-aid on it. I argue that we already know how to beat procrastination. How do I know that? Because we've all procrastinated before. And we all reached that point, that tipping point, where we got up off our butts finally to start working again. All I want from this video for both me and you is to introspect and think back to that tipping point where we finally went from procrastinating to studying out of our own will, not using these fancy tips and tricks. Hopefully we can think deeper and analyze it more to use it to our advantage going forward in the future. So I'm not going to give you 10 tips and tricks on how to stop procrastination. I actually think we have it in ourselves. We just have to realize it. I imagine procrastination as watching a pot of water boil. You see it right in front of your eyes. The water is going to boil over the pot, but you're not doing anything about it until the water actually spills over, or just before it spills over. There's always that tipping point where you finally decide to turn the stove off. So I thought about what my tipping points are, and number one is when the guilt of procrastinating becomes unbearable. The longer I sit on the sofa watching YouTube videos and Netflix, the guilt starts to build up. Hey, you should study. You're gonna be a terrible doctor. You piece of shit. Okay, I feel terrible now. I need to get back. But the thing is, when you reach this point, the guilt doesn't go away, it lingers on. While you're finally studying, good for you. You'll be a little bit less terrible now. And the negative thoughts perpetuate.
That's the end of this video. Hopefully I made your day just a little better. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, what you doing? Oh, you're trying to study, huh? Hey, shh, shut up. I'm studying now. You know, every day is gonna be a war between us and that negative voice inside of us. So no matter how tired we are, we just gotta swing at them. And the more we beat them up with our productivity, the weaker they will be, and vice versa. The more we give them the control, the weaker we will be. So what we gotta do when there's a voice telling us to be lazy and then guilt tripping us after, we gotta separate and characterize that as our alter ego. It's not coming from me, it's coming from them. And we just gotta swing at them. No looking back, all out war, and we gotta beat them up every day. My tipping point number 2 is when my arrogance cannot defeat fear. Let me give you an example. The test is coming up in 5 days? I can still ace the test after watching this episode of Suits. Oh my god, it's already Thursday? Test is in 2 days. Oh, so scared I gotta get something done. Oh man, I don't know if I can finish on time. So scared. At that point, your anxiety shoots up, it's a race against time, and your result? Subpar. So how can we control that arrogance? I don't think we need to control it, we just have to use it properly. The paper's due next week? Oh, whatever, I'll just work on the weekend. I know I can get it done. Oh, you think you're so smart, huh? I bet you can't get it done in the next 2 days. Try and see how that goes if you're so smart. You know what? Just because you said that, I'm gonna get it done by the end of today. The best thing about this approach is that we get good results and good feedback. My tipping point number 3 is when there's a driving goal or a driving schedule. You know, when I'm passionate about something and I'm excited about a certain project, I don't need extra motivation to get me going. I'm already up early in the morning, already working on that project. So maybe having like a strong goal is a solution for you. Weirdly, the busier the school gets, the less I procrastinate because there's just so many quick deadlines to meet. You gotta do this by Tuesday, submit this by Wednesday, Friday, get started on this, and finish by Sunday. Or when I filmed the 100-hour study week video, on Friday after studying for 72 hours, I just wanted to quit, and then thought, man, if I quit now, the whole schedule gets thrown out the window. I have to get it done. You know, to be honest with you, with the whole COVID thing, I'm still trying to figure this whole scheduling thing out. When I'm going to school, I have everything on the calendar because I have to have it on there so that I don't forget. But with COVID, with free schedules, it feels almost like a burden to have every minute of your day listed on your schedule and to follow them rigorously. So, you know, it's a work in progress. This brings me to my last tipping point, number 4, which is going out together with a friend to study or work at a cafe. I miss this so much, not being able to study together with a friend. You know, after you come back from a clinic, the natural tendency is for me to just lie down in bed. But when there's a friend holding you accountable, supporting you, and when you're having fun together out at a coffee shop together, studying together, then you feel more inclined to not procrastinate. You know, that's about it for my tipping points for stopping procrastination. I didn't give you 10 tips and tricks to stop procrastinating. I think we all know how to stop procrastinating already. We just have to take a step back and realize that we already know how to do it and just actualize it and then put it into action. Hopefully you can, you know, text your friend or call your friend to study together if COVID thing is not too serious in your area. Or you can study with me using my Study With Me videos. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I'll see you guys soon later.